YouTube. Once again, Prometheus giving you full gameplay with my schemes. Guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe button, also notification icon. So I'm going to be using, once again, the Charger as my ranks team. I just feel like it's got a lot of the pieces that I like to use. Going against the Steelers, offensively, I'm going to be using a lot of Kansas City Chiefs offensive schemes. I'm going to sprinkle in a couple of plays from the Chargers team, and then defensively, I'll be using the Chicago Bears. Now, going against basically the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're a very stout team. Defensively, they've got great block shedders up front, fast linebackers, and then really good defensive defensive backs. So it's a very stout defense. Ranked 88 overall right now as I'm recording this. Might be go a little bit higher as long as they don't take any injuries. So I'm going against a guy that actually is ranked 3,000 in regs. A good player. He knows what he's doing. He's obviously has under his stance of schemes. You could see that he makes some good adjustments. But right here, I catch him in a cover 2 shell, make a right read, drop the ball right over the middle, and go up by a touchdown. So. Offensively, this guy basically pretty much knew how to attack underneath and was very committed to the run. So you're going to see him actually staying to the run, using a lot of mesh concepts underneath, forced me to go ahead and do hard flats. So I like to do over-the-top coverage. I don't necessarily like giving up big plays. I'd rather have someone dink and dunk me down the field so I can get a better feel for what they're doing. Go into man coverage right here against basically a 4th and 1 situation and get the ball back against a good opponent. So right here, do the off-tackle run with the RPO, and then I actually flip into another play and actually run past this defensive tackle that totally toasted my offensive lineman. So first and 10 situation, go with the little angle route. He jumps into some type of a cloud coverage, and that's why it's wide open. And now this is one of the few plays that I jump out of into the Chargers playbook, which is a stretch play, and able to go ahead and punch the ball into the end zone, going up by 2 scores. So right now, this game is looking like it's just going to be a complete massacre because I'm up 14-0, and I'm basically just I've got the momentum going. This guy's not stopping my offense, and basically I put him in a situation where he paid for that 1 turnover on downs. So he checks it down underneath, going with a trip set off to the right here, and basically he's got a mesh concept underneath. He actually misses a pass right there, but he actually, because I got some block shit. Now I go with a very aggressive blitz right here out of the 43 even, and I think this guy actually knew exactly. No, this is the one time that I actually got him with the blitz because he didn't read it correctly. So he no huddles. 3rd and 12 situation. Show the same type of a look, but now I actually pull my guy up and go with man coverage, and he hits me with a little out route with the running back. So that was a good read by him. Gets a 4th and short situation, so 4th and 5. I jump into cover 2, and I'm expecting him to go back to the flats, and right here I go ahead and use the middle linebacker with the anticipation he's probably going to see that. He throws it right down, and look at this broken tackle. My guy jumps down. I was fuming in that type of situation because I knew this guy got away with one. That should have been another third stop, and I could have potentially put this guy in a rage quit situation. So off tackle run right here against the 43 even. Now I actually crunch up the line a little bit to stop that run off the side. He does a little whip route, but hits a drag on the backside. So this guy definitely knew what he was doing as far as his play calling. He was just dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk. And this is one of the most frustrating things when you play against someone that will settle for the 5 yards underneath route, the drag routes, the out routes, the flat routes, is that it makes you cover the entire field, and you can always tell the better players just take what the opponent gives them. So if they give them the underneath, take the underneath. Don't force the ball down the field if you don't have to. That's just kind of a rookie move. So right here I've got my guy manned up on the running back. He switches and goes with a closed set right here. I've got basically my defensive line closed up, and now I actually go ahead and do a little hybrid coverage with a flat and a deep half over there. I got to basically cover the whole left side of the field, but I went ahead and do a deep half on the one side. So now I'm making a lot of different adjustments, and right here I come back down. I see the guy coming across the field, and I miss the interception. It could have been a pick 6 potentially, and he actually takes it into the end zone, working the clock against me. to basically get the ball down into the end zone. So I'm actually kicking the ball back to him. So he's in a situation where he can tie the game. Hits me with a bubble screen. Hasn't shown that to me the entire game with a little bubble screen. And then actually goes to the bunch set, single back bunch sets right here. I go with hard flats because he's been hitting me so much with the flats. And basically he hits me with a little run up the middle. Doesn't get any yards. He gets a couple yards right there. And I can give that up all day. So now he goes into an open set. He's got a little dragger off the side. He actually clears out the zone with basically that route with the tight end, and actually he goes and clears it out. Now I go with a very aggressive blitz once again. This guy's obviously seen this before because he just does an inside zone run, so he knows what he has to do to adjust against that cover 4. Now this is probably one of the better adjustments. You can see my middle linebackers in a deep third. He tests me up the middle. Middle linebacker makes a phenomenal play for me. Murray Jr. actually goes and intercepts the ball as I click on and intercept him. That was a great read by him, but I just had the right defense. So right here, one of the things you can tell when you're playing against a good opponent, look at all the guys down flat. He played hard flats and actually gave up a big hole for me. So I go back to the same play. He goes back to the well, but now I've got a deep comeback route, and I realize that's going to be available for me. So I read it correctly. Go with the off tackle run out of the Chargers playbook, which is that slot close formation, 2nd and 6 situation. Try to run it up inside. Don't really get a good animation with the run. I actually was hitting the turbo, and then I go back to my cover 2 beater with the anticipations in cover 2. He had this play completely locked up. I should have went ahead and threw it away, but I actually threw it into traffic, and as a result, he actually picks it off. So I lost a field goal opportunity to go up by 2 scores, and I actually, give the ball back to him, and he starts milking the clock. This guy's like, he did not want to give me the ball back in this series. He just wants to check the ball down. So this is like what you would see as someone who's a very good clock manager. So he was chewing the clock down as much as possible. You could see he's getting it down to basically 4:30 right here, but he's actually checking things out. Now I go with a very big, extensive type coverage here. So basically slide my line off, because if he does an inside zone, it's going to go off to the left. And basically, I'm just trying to take away his crossers. So he goes to the basic verticals, but look, he patiently checks it down to the underneath route. So 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. He gets a nice little run. Gets it down, and I think he got a first down on that. Now he's in the tight set. He's got a crossing route, drops it down, it takes that. He's just patiently just working his way down. Plenty of time on the clock for this guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. Trips off to the right. He's got basically another route with the running back. He's able to turn it up and actually pick up a first down. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. He's just working the clock down. This guy did not want to give me the ball back. He did not want to take any shots. He actually gets a nice inside run right there and gets it up into field goal range, but he's 2 minutes left, plenty of time. Goes back to verticals once again, and actually goes ahead and get a nice little completion because I'm not doing hard flats. Now I go ahead and dial him up with a blitz. And one of the things I don't like about this particular blitz is that it's very predictable. It's one of those things where I don't like the coverage behind this. If I decide to go with coverage, little inside zone just completely destroyed that. And look at the clock. He's actually chewed it down to 30 seconds. Basically takes the ball with 1 second left. He's just chewing it down, gets the ball down to 13 seconds. Time enough for 3 plays left. This is what I'm thinking. He's going to go ahead and try to get the ball into the end zone, and basically what he's going to do is he's going to go for a 2-point conversion and take his victory, because he basically got himself back into this game. It could have been a very ugly game for him, but he's going to just try to go ahead and do that 2-point conversion. So 33 situation. Now I go basically with road-only coverage. I take my outside linebackers and put them up into yellow zones. He doesn't know where to go with the ball. Basically everything's locked up. He actually throws. My defensive tackle puts it up. 2 seconds left. Last play of the game. Same defense that I'm doing. Hard flats. Basically, I've got yellow zones up over the middle, and I'm going to actually go ahead and try to make him force the throw, and he actually throws across his body, throws into defensive back right there, and actually get an interception. So, hey guys, once again, thank you for your support. This turned out to be a lot better game than I expected it to be. This guy was a good player. Once again, top 3,000. Obviously not someone in thousands or in the 100s, but you can't get to 3,000 without actually knowing what you're doing. And it was actually a fairly good game. I had an opportunity to blow this guy out, but I just let some of those things slip by, and I didn't. I made a couple of mistakes. So when you do play against someone who knows what they're doing, sometimes you got to be on top of your game. So once again, thank you for your support, guys. Until next time.